It's week 8. It's Beat the Drop. It's the stream you guys all seem to love. I don't know why with these lot on there. Welcome to the show and welcome to the pressure cooker as things really are heating up. We've got with us Johnny Boy. How you doing, John?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. I can now officially say I don't know why I'm here anymore.
Swinging already, man.
Stop swinging your chopper around, man. It's not cool.
No, I'm good, thanks. It's yeah, I've been looking forward to it. Well, I say I've been looking forward to it. I just don't want to get punched. And then otherwise I'll be fine.
Mate, we're gonna have to talk about you in a bit, because you are gonna still play a big role in this last day of the season. But let me say out to the rest of the boys. Mikey, how are you, bud? Yeah.
I got
fair play. You know what? Fair
screen,
play, Mike.
Mikey?
Fair play, Mike, for coming in even though you're down. Fair play, because I don't know if I could do it.
Well, we'll find out next week, Chappie.
I spoke too soon.
Mike, what is that thing on your screen? It's like a square with 3 teardrops around it on the other side.
That's my camera's autofocus. I can't figure out
Okay.
how to get rid of it. So we'll call it the magic box for now, shall we?
The magic box.
We'll go with that. Oh,
that'll do. Anthony, how are you, bud?
I'm all right, mate. Thank you. Yeah, all right. Yeah, 3 points would have done me better, but I'm all right. I just want to say something to John. You know, all season, John.
Yeah.
Wolverine's been wanting Bournemouth down. You know that, don't you?
Oh yeah, I know that. I mean, God, first
but
show
you know
it
now,
was boring
you know
the
now,
piss, boring the
you know
fan.
now, how his head canon's working now. No, I want Bournemouth. I'm glad Bournemouth has stayed up because next season when we stay up, that's one less place to worry about.
Oh dear. Why are you here, John? Why are you here? I know you're committed to the cause.
Wait, can you shut up and let me say hi to you first, and then you can ask John your questions.
Then you
later,
can
right?
start getting nasty to everybody.
Honestly, Lee, seriously. And why are the only comments I can see Chappie's comments, man? What is going on his stream? Lee, how are you, mate?
I'm dying on the inside.
What about the outside?
Even worse.
No, I'm not too good either.
It's been a long day. It's been a long day.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy this episode. And finally, Sir Rich there, sitting down, looking at us peasants from
He's
the
got
dizzy
popcorn.
heights of safety.
He's got popcorn. Has he got
How
popcorn?
are you, bud?
I didn't. I was literally rushing back. I was meant to be in a child protection meeting, and that got cancelled. So I had to rush back.
You didn't cancel it, did you?
I didn't. But Wolverine did say that he wanted me here badly. So yeah.
I'll tell you what, mate. I'll tell you what. You guys are gathering yourselves quite a fan base. I did put a little cheeky, gentle poll out in the watch along the other day, and guess who the most popular one out of you lot was?
Rich?
Jace. It's got to be Jace.
No.
Mike.
Sorry, Mike. The Forest fans love you. I don't know if it's a sympathy vote or what. He's gone off screen. All right. I absolutely loved you. What else can you
It's that
I
ASMR voice. That's
definitely
what it is.
finished bottom of that.
But joking aside,
Yeah, it probably went in order of where you are in the league.
yeah.
no, but there was so much. Honestly, the love from the chat for all of you was crazy. But specific, Mike, I think it was sympathy. Yeah. And then John was the smart one, apparently, which says a lot about our intellect if John's the one holding up the smart bit. But we've got, listen, Jess is coming on. We got us coming on. Mike's going to be on in a minute as well. It's going to be an epic battle. But I feel we can only start one place. Before we do, though, a little request for all you guys in the chat.
Yeah.
Can you make sure you got your phones by your side? You will need them soon. And to the panel members as well, require you with phones, and I'll explain all why in a little bit. I can only start in one place because it's the most recent watch along that we did, and we did go across to a certain individual's live stream as well and offered our support and condolences yesterday.
You're such a cock. You're such a cock.
Forest fans, are you going to take that from a Leicester fan? Yeah, we went in there with genuine good intentions to offer our support to you, Lee. But what happened?
There was no good intention.
I think Lee will back me up when he says I was the voice of reason and
He was. You wasn't, but he was. Ant was a gentleman. You was pissing yourself laughing.
I can help it, mate. I can help it. But what happened? Because you know what made me laugh, Lee? I was watching your stream just before we went live. And I don't know if it was you who was on stage at the time, but someone said they had a sneaky feeling that a certain blue team were going to sneak it 1-0 with, I believe he said a Vardy late goal. What was the scoreline?
Fuck you. How's that sound? Listen, to be fair, right, the first 25 minutes, well, I think we kind of kept them at bay and contained them. I don't think they really played all that well, but as soon as that goal went in, we just folded like every time, every game.
Chappie, can I ask, is Face a Liverpool fan? No, seriously. Like, he goes and scores 2 own goals last time round, and then he decides, I'm not going to header it. My hair. I'm not going to header it.
Sideshow Bob, Rich, isn't it?
Literally.
Sideshow Bob, I call it.
I was so annoyed.
And the thing is, it's individual errors that has cost us. There was one, was it Maddison against Palace? Was it Tielemans? I can't remember who it was, to be fair. And it was Maddison then, and then it was... it's just... shit. Lack of concentration, lack of confidence, lack of passion, lack of fight. You boys have all got fight. Forest have got fight. Leeds have got fight. Everton have got fight. Fuck me, Everton have got some fight. Even Southampton, even though they're down, have got more fight than Leicester. Yes.
No, we haven't. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Listen, you went 3-3 with Arsenal, who were title winners at the time. We couldn't do that. Shit.
Yeah, in the chat, Lee, I put. I feel I feel bad for you guys. There's no hope, there's no belief, no passion, no fight. And Liverpool were playing like it was a testimonial match, and you still couldn't get yourself up for it.
It was a joke. I mean, Tielemans, I don't even know why he's still got the captain's armband. I don't understand why he's been in the side, because he's not interested in staying.
Should have sold him last winter.
I know.
They're all out of contract, aren't they?
Yeah, there's so many players. I was having a look and thinking, who are we actually left with? We're left with no one. Even if we stay up, no one's staying. So either way, we're screwed.
Yeah, but Chappie, can I ask you, right? Because we were talking about this, I think it was last night on the stream. And everyone's always said Leicester have got too good a squad to go down. I want to throw this out to you boys as well, and your thoughts on it. I kind of looked through your team, and I was there making a shopping list. And after Maddison, I got stuck.
Yeah, but come on, 2 years ago you'd have changed. You wouldn't have said that. You'd have said something completely different, because we were challenging.
2 years ago we were in the Championship. I couldn't care less what the Leicester squad was.
All right, fair enough. But 2 years ago we were fighting against the top 6. We were doing ever so well, and we're kind of wearing the badge for the rest of the 14 in the league, because that's what we're all trying to do, is break that big 6 bias bollocks that happens. I mean, you saw it last night. Was that really offside, marginal? I don't know.
Definitely on.
I mean, come on, that wasn't a free kick either. Johnny Evans won the ball fair and square. Free kick. Trent's going to score. You know he is. It's just bullshit after bullshit. And we all see it. They always get the decisions, the big 6. They always do.
So the reason you lost yesterday was because of the decisions?
No. We got battered. 1-0 or 3-0. It was a joke. Performance was a joke. But I'm saying the last 3 or 4 years have been amazing watching Leicester do what they do. It's just, I can't believe where we're at. 2 years ago yesterday to the day, we won the FA Cup, first one, and it's gone like that. 2 years, it's gone.
I've had massive respect for Leicester over the past few years, and they were like, you're quite right. They were like a beacon for the not so hyped up clubs, shall we say? Like a beacon for the rest of us,
Yeah,
a bit like Brighton are now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
West Ham. Sort of as well.
Nah, West Ham are just shit.
I know, but still trying to challenge for that top 6. It's like Newcastle now. Although I think that's a bit different. That's oil money funded, but we won't go into that. I don't know. We're fucked.
Well,
Anyone-
I kind of
anyone
want
else?
to. Well, let me put that question out to Rich and John in particular. Is your shopping list out on Leicester players? John, I'll start with you. Because honestly, after Maddison, I'm struggling. They all look shit.
I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. The Pereira, the
That's a
right
bad
back,
sign,
if
Chappie.
he wasn't...
Oh, by the way,
Pereira, right back, if he
Luton have
didn't
just
have
scored.
such a bad injury record recently, he'd be one that I think higher up clubs than
Yeah.
a bunch of us would be looking for. But, I don't know, goalkeepers, no. Centre-backs, no. James Justin, maybe?
Injured.
But his injury records,
ruined. Injured. Ruined.
And I think there's a lot of issues with injuries and then inconsistent form.
Yep.
And just you add that all up, and that's exactly why Leicester are down there in the first place. So, no, you'd actually look through quite a lot of Southampton's squad and go, well, there's a lot of youngsters in there.
Yeah.
You could look something at that, but then after that, maybe with Leeds, there's players that can fit a certain style of play.
Yeah.
Certainly Willie Nonto. But yeah, I don't know, Leicester, Maddison, and then others are probably just going to go abroad anyway. If any of the ones that you think might, like Maddison, he'll probably go. He probably won't be in the Premier League next season. I wouldn't think. He'll be some higher up German club, French club that will probably go for Tielemans. I don't know. He's just not shown the form recently. So no, I'm really looked at
Sorry, but Chappie, did you just say Luton have gone 1-0? Were you eyeing up opposition already? Because I don't think anybody else even knows that it's on.
Yeah, I've been watching all of that for quite some time because might as well get used to it, innit? You know what I mean?
Oh, Chappie, man. I feel bad a little bit. It's like, I don't know why it's different. With Mike, I genuinely feel like pain. Yeah, with you, it's just funny, man. I'm not going to lie. It's funny, man.
It's mind blowing. I can't believe we're here. It's mad. It's a full circle. It's nearly 10 years, isn't it? Since
sounds like the squad, Lee. You can't believe you're here. That's basically your whole squad.
I can't believe it.
They just got themselves into a position where they were thinking, "Oh, maybe we can count Forest as rivals now they're in the Premier League," and they're fucking off.
Oh dear. Rich, would you be shopping in the Leicester shithouse next season? Anyone tickle your fancy? Because they're all up for sale next week.
Liverpool are after Paz.
I guess Pereira, because to be fair, we've had Kleiner Ward for like the last 10 years. Maybe Dewsbury Hall, actually.
Yeah, but he's not going anywhere.
Yeah, obviously.
Bobby Barnes.
Oh, he'll be going, definitely.
We'll just stick Jordan Ayew on the left-hand side. It'll be fine. And then we need a striker bad. So Vardy or Ian Nacho.
Nacho will be available. If I was Nacho, I'd put myself in transfer market if I was Nacho because he never gets looking even when he is fit and Vardy's fit and Dak is fit. He's third choice. It's fucking ridiculous. To be honest with you,
I think he's good.
He changed my mind 2 years ago. I was like, no, this guy's clumsy.
Went on that streak, didn't he? Yeah.
He's just a confidence player. If he starts performing well, he just carries it on through and through. It's mad.
That's why I ask. Because sometimes he looks really good, and other times not so good. He's not
a lone striker. He has to play as a two. 100%.
Yeah, this was a while ago but I did a video with someone from the other 14 good couple of months ago, and we were looking at stats for players or teams that just sort of stood out. And one of the things I was most surprised at was Iheanacho per 90 was actually a slightly better creator than James Maddison. It's at the time that was a good couple of months ago, and it was only slight, but it just showed like that's great to have someone so good up there at creating chances. The problem with Leicester is they had no one to actually get on the end of them and put them away. When your striker that you want to be scoring is one of your chief creators, you've got a problem. So they're just
a good player. He's a cup player as well. Nacho. He's got a very, very good record in the FA Cup. I think he's actively the highest scorer in the tournament. Active players, I think.
Just very quickly, one of you's got a super chat from Dr. Hispin Crispin. I have no idea which channel it is. We're streaming across all the channels tonight.
It's not mine.
My streamer is absolutely messed up. So, chat, I can't bring your comments up, but I am reading them. I can see Laurie's in there saying, "Hi guys, respect to poor Chappie and sorry Mike for showing up." We got we're pushing 300 people in here. Can I just have a quick shout out that whatever channel you're watching it on currently, you hit that like button and subscribe to all the content creators. There, the links in the description for all of them. So please give them a shout out. Any super chats that come through across the channel. Thank you to Hispin Crispin for the £3. See, if it was one of our guys, yeah, we have the respect of knowing all our guys individually. Yeah, you lot need to show some respect to your fans. Yeah, Hispan Crispin. If you put that on our channel, we'll know who you are. But thank you very much, buddy.
Somebody just in the chat. Somebody just mentioned Patson Daka. What about him? He was supposed to.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about him, Chappie, because he scored a decent goal against Forest. I mean, who doesn't? But it was that fourth one, wasn't it? When we played you at the your shit old stadium.
Well, thanks. When he came in, thanks for that remark on the KP. To be honest with you, when he first come in, he had this cracking run in the Europa League, and I thought, God, we're on to a winner here. And then I read a bit about his history. Apparently, he was partnered with Erling Haaland at Salzburg. Is that right?
Yeah.
As a youth player.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking hell, I thought, Jesus, we're on to something. But I don't think it's worked for him in the Prem. I really don't. And maybe he's got another, he's going to have another go at it, and another season in it, but not with Leicester, he's not.
Maybe. Oh, he's going, is he?
Well, no, we won't be in the Prem, will we?
No, I was going to say maybe a year if he stays, maybe a year in the Championship will get him more settled into it. Maybe.
Oh God.
If that's where you end up, I mean, it's not certain yet.
It's not certain, but come on, the nail's almost in the coffin.
You've got as much chance of staying up if Arsenal have got of getting that title.
And man, don't start. Look, they already think in our channel that I'm the jinx. Yeah, you want to start adding that jinx back? Nah. And a quick shout out, you've got a new member as well.
Sam
Woolman.
Sam.
Thank you for becoming a member. I think that's on Chappie's channel.
Yep.
And Mikey, show some respect to your boys, man. £3 donated. I'll let you say the thanks, Mikey.
Thank you so much. Hispan Crispin. Much appreciated, man.
We've got the main man on as well. The other Mike. Speaking of Mike. Hey. And he's on mute, the bellend.
And he's on mute.
You're on mute. You're on mute.
Have you seen a few YouTubers now wear a T-shirt that just says "You're on mute"?
We can't hear you.
You are on mute.
He's been wanting to stream you out for months.
Honestly, you've wanted StreamYards, we're giving you StreamYards, and you still can't get your crap together, Mike. Yeah, you bloody go Kung Fu movie all you want, mate. Right, we gotta address the heads up in the room. Yeah, so Rich meet John, John meet Rich. Rich, how you feeling?
Stay in the park.
Oh God.
It was brutal, mate.
It was. We battered them. Honestly, I did it. It was weird because I went in there thinking it's going to be a very boring game. I just thought, both teams are on the beach, sort of thing, or it's going to be an absolute basketball match. I'll tell you what. After the first couple minutes where you swinging a few crosses, I was just like, this is easy, isn't it? Our boys were brilliant that day. I mean, the first goal. The thing is, the first goal is going to be so overshadowed because how great the second goal was. But the first goal included every outfield player touched the ball, and there was 26 passes in before Eze put it in the back of the net. Unbelievable.
That was impressive.
Really.
We did 19, but ours was against Manchester City. Just saying.
Fair play.
I just watched that. You tweeted that earlier. Didn't you? That was a banging goal.
Rich, I got a question.
I think I got to let Ant interrupt you on that one, mate. Ant, do you want to step in on that and the Forest lot? Yeah, what do you guys think about that goal? Ant, go on.
Yeah, no, it's just 19 passes. Every single player touched the ball, sliced all the way through, across the pitch, through the pitch, up to the magnificent Chris Wood, slotted in at the end of it. What more could you wish for?
Against
like some sort of hallucinogenic dream. I mean, it's crazy.
You know that thing where someone
Chris Wood.
You know that thing that comes up now and again that people talk about. Say something that no one's ever said before, just to make something weird or interesting. The magnificent Chris Wood. I don't think that has ever been said before in the history of football. Just to go back to the match, we were shocking. We were absolutely shocking. I have been less frustrated at worse defeats than that, just because of how bad we were. When 9 of your players can't make a 5-yard pass twice in a row, you've got problems. So it's a good thing we were safe. It is an interesting one. I wouldn't mind other people's thoughts on this. Admittedly, we fully deserve to lose that one. 2-0 does us far too much credit for how bad we were and how easy it was for Palace. Anderson on Lerma. Have you seen? Has everyone seen that one? Because that is.
I've seen it a few times.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing, but it was such such a weird one that I almost wasn't surprised that he wasn't sent off, because it's sort of like it was almost too blatant a punch, even if it was by accident, and you just think, how has he not got sent off for that?
Yeah, he was a lucky boy.
Ended up with at least partially broken
That's
nose.
the bit that I wanted to clarify. Did he really have a broken nose?
I have no idea. That's what's been put out there. I haven't really
Because it was literally that.
It was.
I mean,
it was
it's
a little bit
still
further
stupid.
than that, but
It
it
is
was
very
stupid. But it was sort of, yeah. I really don't know how to react much on that. But yeah, that was a weird one. I don't know whether everyone else thought he was lucky to stay on the pitch for it.
All I know is Palace scared the shit out of me. That, for me, that finish from Eze was just... Neto's been decent for you, John, all season. I've rated him highly. But for Neto to just stand there and watch it go in, it made my asshole pucker up thinking about the last day of the season. I'm not going to lie to you, man.
Damn!
Fucking arsehole.
You know what it was with that? You know what it was with that goal? It wasn't just Eze's finish, because that was brilliant, but the pass from Elise. Like, to hit a crossfield ball 40, 50 yards flat, like, it was just nuts. Unbelievable.
Guys in the chat, are you worried about Palace?
Is that your next? Hang on, is that your next game? Is that your next game?
Last game.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh, suddenly he has some hope in him.
Let me just point something out. Nottingham Forest will not, unless we beat Arsenal, will not be on the beach as Bournemouth are. Bournemouth are on the fucking beach. We will be putting tackles in.
We were unlucky to lose to Chelsea. We weren't on the beach on that game. We were just terrible against Palace. And then we've got Man United at home next game. Fun.
John, speaking of incidents, do you think that the Billing one on Zaha was a penalty?
Could have been. On another day, could have been. I think that was a little bit... would have been a little soft, I think. But it was kind of a combination of tangle legs. It wasn't just on Billing that those legs got tangled, because Zaha definitely put his leg out to try and get tangled up. So, I don't know. Another ref would have given that. And if it had been given, it wouldn't have been overturned. But I do think it might have been a little bit soft, because Zaha knows what he's doing when he tries to get penalties. And obviously Zaha, unfortunately, Zaha's history of diving can go against him. And that
he's not got a
may have
history
been
of
in
injuries.
Will it be? You're say, Rich? Will it be a miss?
You know what's weird?
Not a huge
Oh,
one.
don't say no. We're better without him.
It's not a no. He will be missed, but maybe because of what happened against Bournemouth, and also he's been injured 3 times in the last 4 months, so we've had to kind of play without him. And I used done a decent job on the left-hand side. I think the biggest factor with us going forward is we have to get used to playing without him anyway. But the rise of Eze and Elise and such, it means we're not solely relying on Wilf anymore, which is key. Now, if we can find a player who has similar attributes next season, then I think we'll be okay either way.
I was kind of hoping you're going to say, yeah, it'll devastate us. We'll be shit without him, and Forest are going to hammer us. I was kind of hoping, but didn't quite get it.
Just a quick shout out from Sam Woolman again to one of the streaming channels. You guys are cashing in. Where are the Forest lot? Where are the Forest lot? So,
it's one of mine, Sam. It's one of mine.
He's one of Chappie's. Okay. Leicester. These are all the season tickets that aren't being renewed now, but the money's being spent on Chappie. Isn't it?
Oh God! God. What's he got to say, Sam?
So I'm saying I travelled to watch Leicester play last night, and I live in North Wales. And yes, it was hard to take in. Who do you think will be dropping? Going to be tight. We will ask the panel the three that are going down. Let's quickly say hi to Mike. Mike, bottom Mike, Everton Mike.
Yes.
We can hear you, Mike.
Do you know what?
It's
Do you know what,
working.
boys? Do you know what, boys? I've actually worked out what it is, and it's quite alarming that it's taken me 4 weeks to work out.
Oh
but what happens?
This will be fun.
The Bluetooth goes through to my watch, so every time it connects,
Fuck's sake.
because my watch is on silent, I'd be talking to you through this. So I've turned the Bluetooth off, and now we're cooking, boys. We're cooking, you know. And
Well done, mate. We're proud of
The
you.
wonders
It's
of
pathetic.
technology.
Brain cells, that was quite good to work out in that short
It's-
period of
Oh,
time.
God.
you say short period of time. It took me 4 weeks, and
4 weeks, mate.
fucking weeks.
4 brain cells, mate. That's pretty good going.
Yeah,
content
well, especially for an
creation.
Everton fan. Just a quick shout out again. There's how many we got watching? About 350 of you watching. I think that might be across the board as well. Please make sure you hit like on whatever platform you're watching and subscribe to all the channels. So quick like. And Mike, firstly, I want to say a massive congratulations, mate. No joke, no cap, no banter, yeah? What a great performance. Can we all give Mike a round of applause for Gaffer of the Year, Mr.
Yes.
TikTok himself, taking on YouTube, bringing the cup home for the TikTokers. Congratulations to Mike. Give us a quick 30 seconds, because honestly, we don't care that much about it. But how was it?
Let's see what you've done there. Well done. Yeah, I mean, it was an event that I was asked to do. There was a lot of, big YouTubers there, Morgs, Reeve. There was a lot of big TikTokers there, Bullardino, Seb, FU.
Matchday vlogs were there.
Yeah, Matchday vlog. Yeah.
Oh, well done. Well done.
Where's the invite?
Angry
Where's the
Dunes.
invite? I didn't get it.
We went 2-0 down after 20 minutes. I was really just going there to make some substitutions, but then I got into full gaffer mode. I ended up switching the entire team, changing the formation, having a go at people at half-time. And we go in 2-2 at half-time, and I said to the boys, I says, look, we're scrapping this piece of paper. We're going out to win this game. Changed it to 4-3-3, dominated the midfield, got Manny out the game. And we won 6-3 in the end. A lot of people give me a lot of praise, which I'm very grateful for. But it was just a really amazing day out, lads, for a great cause. Cancer research, a charity I'm sure we all know and very close to. So, very, 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 very surreal day for me and my little boy, I must say.
Brilliant.
Congratulations, mate. The pictures were amazing.
Stuff.
The tactics were amazing. And the result was amazing. Fantastic.
You know when you
Well
pulled
done,
that off, did you put your Sean Dyche voice on? Or?
yeah, we were talking about this at half time.
In fact, can't kick the fucking ball, kick the fucking player.
You need to get closer to him, lads. Fucking hell, he can't keep marking him at the middle of the park like that.
Well, I can see all the chat in our chat. They're clapping away, saying, "Well done, Mike! Congratulations!" And of course, the
Thanks,
charity was
guys.
a fantastic job. Just a reminder: I don't know why, but our chat comments aren't coming up, guys. I am reading them as they go. I just can't pull them up on the screen. Unfortunately, I can see Chappie's lot, which keeps us going. Mike, from one great manager to, should we say another ginger manager?
Guardiola.
Dyche.
Yeah.
Your videos this week have been quite interesting, mate. You've been on a bit of a roller coaster. I love the approach you took about I'm not going to cuss any players down or performances down. I've actually taken a leaf out of your book. How long that will last, I don't know. But I like the sentiment behind it. The thing I'm interested in is that emotional roller coaster you're going through, because before the Brighton game on your video, you were expecting to get smashed, yeah? And then you get lucky and win 5-1. Don't know where that came from. Just winding him up there a bit. He's not arguing. He's not arguing. He doesn't care. He just wants the 3 points.
Let's be real, yeah. Absolutely nobody expected Everton to get that result, including Everton fans. So the best I was hoping for from a point to score 5 away at Brighton. In between them beating Man United and then beating Arsenal, it doesn't make sense. But there you go. I'm a happy boy. Happy.
But then did that give you any hope going into the Man City game? Did you get a little bit of delusion in the back of your mind?
No, because it's really easy for fan bases to do that, isn't it? Like, it's all of a sudden, it's like, yeah, we've played well, we scored 5 away at Brighton, difficult place to go, we'll get a draw against City.
Yeah.
Let's be real, that is literally we're all guilty of it. It's literally the best we can hope for. We'd gone to City this season and got a point anyway. So, if we were ever going to get a result, it might have been a draw. But being realistic, I predicted 3-0 Man City. I predicted it. I called it. I just think when you've got teams like Everton and we have all been down the bottom at some point this season. Match day vlogs, it's unfortunately it's the end, but we've all been there this season where we've got a little bit too confident in games and we've fallen apart. And I don't think we fell apart, but I think Man City were just worlds above us. I mean, literally they're on a different stratosphere to where Everton are right now. So we just take the biggest thing for me was worrying about goal difference, because I think that could be pivotal come the end of the season. Certainly with Leeds, I think that's a real worry. So, I mean, we take the 3-0. We're still a goal better off than Leeds, and it's such small margins this season between the four clubs that are really fighting for that. Well, 2 places really.
And speaking of the other place, we got Oscar in as well.
Timing.
Oscar timing is fantastic. I mean, are we saying now, lads, it's down to Forest, Everton, Leeds, and Leicester, or are we saying goodbye to Chappie? Because you're not completely out of it, are you?
We're not, but neither are Leeds. I don't know. It's tough.
Started off with we're not. And then it kind of
he kind of heard the words coming out of his mouth.
I don't dare say anything because you'll clip it.
Mate, I've got a whole encyclopedia waiting for the R, right? You don't have to worry about one more clip, mate. One more clip.
You look at the bottom of the table and you go, Leicester down, and then you think, well, as a Forest fan, you think, yeah, but if we lose both our games and they win both theirs, they go above us. Simple as that.
I think.
Sounds so easy
look,
on paper.
I don't want to. I'm going to do what I was like 6 weeks ago, but I really do think there's enough points in the 2 games Everton have got to stay up. Like I do. I believe that.
He's swinging, lads. He's swinging again.
No. I'm not digging anyone out. I just think Everton have an easier run in than the other teams around us, which by God. That's lucky. It is lucky, because if it was one of the tough games, we'd be in trouble. I think Forest have an incredibly tough last 2 games. I mean, they've got an Arsenal team that are not going to want to lose and hand City the title the day before they can get the title. And they've got a really tough game to end the season. I think you've got a resurgent Leeds side who look capable of picking up points. They've put in 2 very decent performances, and they played better against Man City than Everton did. So if you were going up against Leeds at the minute, you'd be worried. And they're playing teams that, yes, may be deemed as professional and something to play for. But I think Everton will pick up 4 points, and then I really do think it's between Forest and Leeds. And unfortunately, Chappie, I think I don't like saying it because I like.
Say it, Mike. Say it.
I think you might be, and you know what? I might even go as far as saying I actually think they might be the most talented group of players to ever get relegated as well.
Oh my God!
No.
I mean, no. I'll take that.
Nottingham Forest had a team with Des Walker, Stuart Pearce, fucking Roy Keane. Nah, we went down with.
I was only about 1 then, and that was the problem. I can't, I'm in my lifetime, mate. I'm sorry, Ant. I'm not digging out.
I can read. It doesn't mean I was there. I mean, I was, but it doesn't mean I was there.
well, maybe this will soften the blow for you, Chappie, a little. Sam the Legend with a £20 donation.
What a legend.
Keep up your faith, Foxes. It could all change. Lee, don't give up the videos. Even if we do drop into the Championship, I'll have more money to spend on here for you. What a legend.
I will be doing every game in the Championship still. I'll cover content galore still. I'm a fan, and that's it. You can't stop the fans.
Good luck finding the games, mate. Good luck finding.
No. They've made a new deal, haven't they?
I know. All right, it's fine. We don't have to talk about it on it.
Yeah.
A little word to the Forest fans in the chat. You're embarrassing yourselves a bit here. You're letting these Leicester and Southampton fans out win you. Come on, let's
Come on, boys. And I can't bring your messages up, guys. I'm reading them. There's just a slight glitch that was actually my fault, but I'll blame Ant on it. but I'm reading the messages, so apologies. Mike's in the chat. Mike from All Leeds TV. He's saying they're staying up. I want to speak to. We're gonna do our Mike Matchday Vlog segment in a second. So everyone in the chat, make sure you got your phones available. You're gonna need them. But I wanna come to Oscar first, right? Oscar, how you doing, bud? Good to see you on here.
I'm doing okay, mate. Doing okay. Better than I was like this time last week. But no, listen, I totally agree with Mike. Everton, Mike, by the way. I think Everton, even if they don't get anything against Wolves, I just think Bournemouth. I can't see Bournemouth getting anything in that atmosphere, especially when Bournemouth got nothing to play. Nothing against Bournemouth, John. But I just think in that atmosphere, it'll be absolutely.
Don't you know, John? We need you focused, mate. Don't you start going, yeah, fuck it.
He's on the beach.
Yeah, we do need you to do something for us. No, Oscar,
don't let him off like that, Oscar. Come at him like professionally.
You get 3 points.
I can't see anything other than Everton beating Bournemouth on that last day. Whether 3 points is enough or not for Everton, I don't know. But Everton, for me, are the most likely of the four to stay up now, I think, just off the fixtures and points and etc., etc. But I still think Everton and Forest are the favourites to stay up out of the four. I still think it's massively in your hands, really. Because I'm not convinced Arsenal are going to be up to it on Saturday. I'm just not convinced at all. I think Arsenal, I don't know, they start to really, really crumble. We've had that feeling of, it's a little bit Spursy, almost Arsenal, the way they kind of crumble. And you know what Spurs are like when they
the North London air, Oscar. It's the North London air, isn't it?
It is, and that's a massive worry. It won't surprise me if Arsenal rotate a little bit. In fact, to give some of the players who haven't played much this season, some appearances in that lot. Because let's be honest, they've given up on the league, haven't they? Really. But yeah, listen, it's going to be tight. I still think it will be tight. It wouldn't surprise me if all 4 teams are still in contention come that last day of the season. I think as much as everyone seems to be ruling out Leicester, I still think they'll be in the chance on that last day of the season, unless something spectacular happens at the weekend. But it's one of them. I mean, for us, we've got a better chance now than we did under Javi Gracia. There's absolutely no doubt about that. I think Big Sam has given us organisation, despite us conceding 4 goals in his first 2 games. We are more organised at the back, believe it or not. I thought we did a good job defensively against Newcastle. Just 2 lapses in concentration, poor defensive mistakes led to 2 penalties. And realistically, if Bamford sticks his penalty away, we probably go on to win the game.
Always a red. Once a red, always a red. Yes, Bamford. We love you, Bamford.
I mean, Rodrigo should be taking that penalty. I said it before it got taken. I probably would have said the same thing had Bamford scored it. I didn't understand that call. It's our fault. We've cost ourselves again, and we keep doing it all season. I mean, only Leicester have dropped more points than us from winning positions, and that shows why us and Leicester are in the situation that we're in. But it does, though, doesn't it? It does. You know what I mean? It's just something on up. And we've got ourselves into a horrendous situation, haven't we?
We really
We've got to go to West Ham and win. Essentially, we've got to go to West Ham and win. I'm not messing around with any draws. We've got to win that game.
It's
they have
mad.
to win that game. Really,
I think, Oscar, that is... I've said it to my lot in a couple of videos. Your game with West Ham, I don't know if you'd agree with this, Mike, as well. That is the game of the season now. I am crapping myself about it. I'm more worried about that game than I am I'm more thinking about that game, than I am about the Arsenal Forest game. Do you feel the same way, Mike? Does that one feel huge to you?
Yeah, it does. And do you know what's really interesting about the game is, people have been saying to me, West Ham ain't going to really be bothered. They've got this Europa Conference League thing. But there is a couple of weird dynamics in this game. You've got Sam Allardyce returning to West Ham, who is absolutely vilified, and the West Ham fans hate him. Like, they absolutely despise him and would definitely want to win that game. You've got... And this is really weird one, but you've got David Moyes, who no doubt loves Everton. So yeah. I also don't think he puts out a weak side, because I just don't think he'd want to see Everton in the Championship. So I think he'll do that to help Everton out as well. Yeah, I do. I do. They still speak on a regular basis at the club. Like,
Mike, can I just put in for a second? Just for a second, I thought that Liverpool were going to put, help us put you down.
I saw your tweet.
No, but I
don't think there's loyalty in football, is there?
They're playing for Champions League football. They needed to beat you. West Ham don't need to really. It doesn't matter whether they beat anyone, to be quite honest, at this point. But I just still think they'll put a strong side out for a few of them dynamics. And I think I think if Leeds can go to West Ham and win, I think Spurs are going to have an horrendous last game of the season. So you are right. I think, and what the other issue you've got is Leeds are actually more than capable of beating West Ham. Like they genuinely are. They're a good side. They've just struggled for consistency defensively. They've been poor, but you've got a manager who can set up in a low block. You've got players in that team that have got pace and quality and can score goals. You know, Rodrigo, if he can score, if he can get on the ball anywhere near the box, in the box, on his left foot, he's always going to cause problems. I completely agree with Oscar when I was speaking to Connor about it. It's absolutely unbelievable that Patrick Bamford is getting anywhere near even playing at the minute. You know, he missed a sitter the other week, he missed a penalty the other night, and I know his hold-up plays decent and things, but when there is other players... Yeah, when there's other players in that team that can do a similar job, I just don't understand why Bamford's anywhere near the starting 11.
But you're forgetting their manager now. You're forgetting the manager. He wants Bamford to be able to play long ball.
I've got a theory about Bamford taking that penalty.
Go on, and then I'll jump back to Oscar. Go on.
He's crap. Very quickly. That's the theory. He's crap. Sorry.
Jesus.
We had him at Palace.
He's got some kind of beef with Bamford. I just realised that he got Rich with the Palace angle. He got the Forest angle.
We love him, Oscar.
No, I'm not having a go. I'm just saying that my theory about why he took that penalty is because he's received so much stick on social media from Leeds fans of late that I think it was like his redemption arc was to score that penalty and get everybody back on his side. And that's why he took that penalty, because he was the wrong man to take it.
Well, that worked out well.
The only reason I could think of.
Hey, all great plans and all that. Oscar, is it true that someone put a compilation of Bamford on social media about all his misses and he liked it as well?
No, I don't think he liked the compilation. It was a tweet from Izzy Brown that he liked. Izzy Brown put a tweet out. Basically, Izzy Brown was basically slagging all of us off, basically, for being like podcasters and YouTubers.
Luton 2-0, by the way.
We haven't got a clue about football, apparently, according to Izzy Brown. Because we never kicked the ball professionally, we haven't got a clue. I'd love to know how many times Izzy Brown's kicked the ball in the last 2 or 3 years. But anyway, that's beside the point.
About twice.
Patrick Bamford likes the tweet, and that probably caused a lot of the storm. I think it was a massive overreaction from some Leeds fans. Most Leeds fans were a bit annoyed. I was a bit annoyed, I'm not going to lie, because I thought it's just needlessly creating a drama for yourself. But I think it was a bit of an exaggeration. Bamford deactivated his Twitter account. And yeah, obviously the penalty miss happened, and then it just got to another level. And you've got to say, it is the minority. It's like less than 1% of Leeds fans. I mean, some of the stuff is just like, whoa.
Yeah,
it is just a game at the end of the day. Let's just chill out a little bit. But
tell him if he's feeling down, Oscar, to come read our chat. They're all loving him in our chat. They're all absolutely loving him. You know?
One thing I did notice with Bamford is, especially when we beat you at Ellen Road, he came out and it was almost as if he didn't care. You know, after such a heavy defeat, his mannerisms were. It was just like, we'll get our heads up and we'll go again. It's like, wait, you've just got pumped by a relegation rival. Like, there's got to be a bit more than what he was offering.
I think he just knew, Rich, how good Palace were. I think he just knew that Palace were going to be flying up the table after that, to be honest.
Yeah, but the thing, Oscar, with Bamford, what I hear a lot of, I've heard, I think you yourself, Joe, and the others saying is he still holds the ball up quite well. It's almost like, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel you guys want a combo of Rodrigo's finishing with Bamford's hold-up play in one player, kind of. Would that be right? Because you all go on about his hold-up play and his link-up play is still quite good. It's his finishing that's atrocious.
Yeah, I mean, what Allardyce has tried to do, certainly on Saturday in the Newcastle game, is he tried to play Bamford and Rodrigo at the same time. Didn't really work because he still played like one up front and Rodrigo like wide right as such and kind of cut it in. Just didn't work as such, and that was what Allardyce was trying to do with Bamford in terms of giving some support up top. Never really happened for him in that kind of sense. Although the first goal we scored, Bamford played a massive part in. And he is a good player. I still stand by that. He is a good player. But I think, as Rich was saying, I think part of the problem with Bamford is when things are going wrong, and it is very true what Rich was saying about he's quite laid back, That's not great when results aren't going well, and that probably does bring a lot of the criticism. For me, I'm not that fussed about it. I'm not someone that really massively watches player interviews, but I can see why it leads to a bit of criticism, because at the end of the day, everyone's media trained these days, aren't they? Every single footballer. You don't really hear that many interesting interviews these days. But yeah, for me, I agree with Mike. I think Rodrigo has to go in now. He has got that dog in him. He's someone who can just about step up in a game like that for us. I think he just loves it. I think he loves the bigger the occasion this season for Rodrigo, the more he's stepped up. We've seen it time and time again. I just think it feels, I don't know, I think the problem with Bamford right now is that mud sticks, doesn't it? Let's be honest, mud sticks.
Yeah.
The first time Bamford takes a bad touch against West Ham, misses a chance, this and that. The criticism
isn't
confident there. Maybe it's not so much away from home, but certainly in that Tottenham game where the pressure's massive.
It's going to be huge.
Game. Unless we might already be down by then, but who knows? It could well be the case.
Oh, God.
That's it. I just think we've got to go with Rodrigo up top. Same kind of midfield composition, quite a solid midfield, not particularly creative. And then Harrison and Nonto on the wings, for that bit of creativity. And just try and keep tight and then hit teams on the counter with Nonto and Harrison and keep Rodrigo in that box. I mean, listen, I think Mike's alluded to it as well. He doesn't offer loads in terms of hold-up play. He probably offers nothing really in terms of hold-up play. He certainly offers not much at all in terms of pressing. But when you want someone who's going to step up in the big moment for you, he's by far the most likely in the whole squad. Probably one of the more likely players out of the four that are still in that relegation battle to really step up for their teams this season, really.
But that
God
comes
help us.
I will.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he's not Morgan Gibbs White or anything like that.
All right, we got a Mikey, Match Day Vlogs, Mikey. All right, we've been ignoring you for a reason, because we put a piece together for Mike, and it comes from the heart, and it comes with love. And what I would like you all to do now, and you guys in the chat as well, is just to grab your phones, right? And then what I want you to do is just turn your lights on, right? Just turn your lights on, okay? And what we're gonna do, we're gonna.
We're all there, boys. Can I just add that when you put that video on, the words at the top of this says FFTV presents Beat the D. Put it back on. You'll see. Go on, put it back on.
Mike, there's so much love coming in the chat.
It won't be up long.
You know what? That was worth the copyright claim in the morning.
I know. I was thinking that as well.
Any donations have just gone to
guys,
Celine
we're getting
Dion.
no money for this stream now. But I just, you know what? I actually feel emotional watching that, Mikey.
I got goosebumps.
Honestly, man. Honestly, me and Twist put that together this afternoon. I had a box of tissues next to me because honestly, you know what? Like the Big Six, when you watch like the Big Six, shout out to Turkish and them.
Yeah.
They know they'll be back next season. Yeah, they can restart the whole Big Six thing. With us though, we've built quite a fun bond here. The chat loves every one of you, and everything. And I just wanted to put, and shout out to Twist again for putting it together as well. We just wanted to put something together to show our love to you, Mike, because you're just a character. If you could see the comment, I'm so annoyed that I can't get the comments up right now. They're screaming out for sorry, Mike. And mate, you're just an absolute hell of a guy. And I just thought, just watching the emotions you went through all season.
Oh, he's crying. Mate. He's gone. He's crying.
Oh, he's gone. But Chad, don't worry, we're not kicking him off today. We'll still be back next week. I hope if he wants to be back.
You know what? I won't be back. When we go down, I won't be back, boys. I'm not coming on.
What I think's worse is Chappie's going to have one next week. Poor bloke.
Yeah, Chappie's won't be as emotionally draining for me, mate. I can't stand him.
The worst part is we could be relegated before we play Monday. I think because we're on Monday.
Yeah,
so we could be relegated before
if Forest
win
play. And you win. They're gone.
So could we actually?
Oh my god!
It's been a pleasure knowing you, boys. It really has.
I just thought.
I like the sound of that.
I hope not, because if if the thing's already been decided, then there will really be no point between us coming to keep.
You're just going to have me and Ant on here. That'll be it. It would just be me and Ant.
Eating popcorn, pina coladas.
Ant, do that again for me a second, mate. Can we zoom in on Ant as he does that?
Go for it. Oh.
Having your pina coladas.
Oh yeah. When I get my pina colada, yeah, I've got everything ready. At half time against Chelsea, I tell you, I had my full set ready. And then as the game went on, and we went 2-1 down, and everything started being put away for another day.
Anyway, I want to bring this back to the main man, Mike. Yeah. Talk us through the roller coaster, mate. If we did a quick review now of the season, because that Spurs video you did, it was from last season, yeah, I know, but it was one of the funniest TikToks I've ever seen. Yeah, the way you rode Jack like you were on the Titanic, the music was like perfect for it, and I hope you didn't mind me nicking some of your footage, by the way. But
no, that's fine.
Honestly, what were your expectations at the start of the season? A few good results. I remember the comeback against Leicester, Chappie's boys early on. You were 2-0 down, weren't you? If I remember back to early days in the season. Yeah,
Right.
thank you for taking 2 points off them. And then the pain you had through Nathan Jones, and then the little bit of hope here and there. How's it been, Mikey?
Yeah, well, it's only been a tough one. I think the mid-table mediocrity is what we were really hoping for, and what we got was just dire. I mean, it's not even going to be close at the end of the season. That's the worst thing about it. We are going to finish this season on 24 points. That's just fact, and it's just been a bit of a crap display, really. Zero confidence, and it was way back to the Brentford game we lost at home. That's when I knew. There's nothing in this side whatsoever, because we've just seen the same performance week in, week out, and it's just it's game over. It's game over. And I know you boys are pretty
what's your
sure
thoughts on Sulemana?
Sulemana, yeah, a decent player.
He's huge, mate.
Let's write that down.
I see what he's doing. He's making a shopping list. I'm not answering any more questions. I'm done.
I got a question for Rich. What does he think about having Roy next season?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why not?
He beat you guys. So now, in all honesty, I hope the rumours are not true.
Listen, he beat the drop. Rich. You gotta be happy with that.
It's a new season. It's not called beat the drop from match day one. In all honesty, I would rather he go upstairs if need be, if that's his 1 year. Yeah. I think it'll just be poor preparation and lack of planning from us if we said, Ray, stay on another year. It means we've had nothing planned from second Vieira. And personally, I think we could end up going backwards than pushing on. But yeah, that's
I agree
I
with
think
that.
it'll be Brendan Watchers.
Just very quickly, just a quick shout out to Parachute Juice with the 25 Swiss francs. All to keep up the good work. 3 of you to go down with a smile, nevertheless. Thank you so much, buddy. And Charlie, thank you for the 6 months as well. Sorry, I can't bring him up because I made a stupid mistake before I went on air. I apologize. Mikey, bounce back wise, do you think you got it in you to hold the core of that team and maybe get up? Or do you think it needs a whole refresh with Southampton?
Whole refresh. 100% whole refresh. So the whole problem, the reason why we're going down, we've got no spine in our team whatsoever. The spine of the cup was Oro Romeo, left in the summer. So we need a complete refresh. There aren't enough leaders in that squad. There's a lot of youth in that squad. The mature players aren't really there for the team. They obviously don't want to be there. So it's definitely going to be a hard reset for us. And first things first, got to get the manager sorted. I mean, I honestly think we've actually gone from Nathan Jones to a worse appointment than Ruben Sellers. I honestly think the football under Ruben Sellers.
But he was there anyway, mate.
Well, exactly. He's been the voice in the ear of Ralph Hasenhüttl, the voice in the ear of Nathan Jones, and then finally the voice by himself on the touchline. So he's got.
Mike, I saw a YouTube video the other day about why Southampton got relegated, and I wasn't aware of this, but
They
Evan,
didn't get enough points, and it must have not been a long video.
did you get? Have you had new owners or something? Have you had new owners or something recently? Because it said that basically everything was ripped out of the club, all the medical staff, the backroom staff, everybody. It's like they tried to start again afresh.
Yeah, there's a little bit of truth in that. I mean, the backroom staff were completely changed, but the backroom staff and the coaches, I mean, effectively last season, 3 of our coaches were goalkeeping coaches. So the idea was to bring in coaches that could coach midfield, could coach the strike force. But that's effectively the big changes happened, and we didn't really see any improvements ever since Ruben Sellers came in as a backroom staff member, and a few of the others joined as well. So, yeah, you could put it down to that.
Oh no.
But,
It's not that.
Oh no!
Oh no!
no.
I was just about to say bye, but I'm going to see what he says first.
Just quickly, I'd like to ask our championship correspondent. You know this Luton?
Which one? Which one?
Chappie.
Sorry, I'm talking about Chappie because he's the one that's sorry.
It's
sorry,
2-0.
Mike.
It's 2-0 at half time.
Yeah, is that first leg, second leg?
Second leg.
Second leg.
Who they're playing and what's the implications of that?
Sunderland, they lost 2-1 at Sunderland in the first leg, so now they're 3-2 up on aggregate. If they win, they'll go through to the final. But yeah, we're at semi-final.
Sounds interesting. I'm off.
John.
Is it funny that Jason's in and it's really acting up?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason's just got a spinning circle. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, he's just. You can tell his team are playing in Holland. He's probably already been all that weed spinning around, mate. Look at him, just spinny circle there. John, though, surely you would want Luton up because then they would have a shitter stadium than you. Yeah.
Yeah, they'd have a smaller stadium than us. Well, I think
I've heard that they're going MK Dons.
Yeah, the thing is with Luton at the moment is I'm not sure their stadium fits the requirements for the Premier League, so they would have to.
Wait, how did yours fit the requirements?
And no, it's about the.
They're putting an armchair in the corner. It brought it up.
Rather than sort of like the stadium surrounding it, the sort of. Although I think it is starting to fall down a bit, but then there's quite a few stadiums in the Premier League that are starting to fall down a bit.
Let's not talk about Goodison, people.
I was going to say, Selhurst Park is apparently one of them as well from the people that went there that I know.
Mike, is your stadium?
I went to Goodison in 1974, and I went again at the beginning of this season. It's fucking insane. It's a shithole, mate.
Hey, listen, it might be, but it's seen a World Cup semi-final. It's 9 league titles. It's 5 FA Cups. So it's done us well until we're in the Championship with Bramley-Moore.
Well, is that still going to go ahead, Mike? That's like no handbrake can be pulled on that now, can it?
Oh, mate, it'll be ready by January.
Yeah, but will you fill it?
And what about the points deduction? Will that be ready by January?
Oh yeah, that's gonna come in first week of next season, boys. Don't you worry about that. It's gonna start -6.
But six clubs. Don't know who they are. I can't imagine we're one of them. But 6 clubs. Bet Liverpool are one. Have written to the FA and said this has got to be done this season. And evidently the FA is saying it will be.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, Mike? Because Man City got their sanctions before you did. And that's gone quiet. But all the pressure on Everton on these sanctions.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Who knows? The thing is, I think it's got to be done before the end of the season. So if the Premier League are going to relegate us, just do it. I know it sounds stupid, just do it. Just get it done.
So on a technicality at the end of the season, I'm just spinning here. But if the season ends and then they decide, no, we're going to have to take some points off you, you're going down, we're not.
No.
Chav, excited.
I'm hanging on for dear life.
Because they'll be third from bottom and you'll be second from bottom, so it won't make any difference.
What I think is going to happen, boys, what I think is going to happen is because this is unprecedented. It's gone to this commission. You know, they've said that it's going to be addressed this season. If it's going to be addressed this season, I think if it was a points deduction, it would have happened already. They won't leave that to the last game of the season and then hit us with it. So I think it'll be a transfer ban. And let's be honest then, I'm going to be seeing Mike in the Championship in 18 months' time anyway.
Mike's coming back up, are you, Mike?
I don't know, boys.
Yeah,
it is
I
a
don't know.
disgrace.
I just think
that these kind of things should be sorted out within the season. Whether they get a ban or whether they get a fine is immaterial. It should be sorted out before the end of the season because the pressure that Everton are on, it's not fair.
You're right, because if you go back to when Carlos Tevez and Mascherano played for West Ham and then Sheffield United sued them, that's only recently been settled. That's only recently been settled in Sheffield United's favour.
Years ago.
We had the same issue with Derby County. They delayed it so long that other teams were saying, well, hold on, 2 seasons ago when this happened, you cost us promotion.
Yeah.
And they have to settle out of court with Middlesbrough, for example.
Oscar,
Crazy.
they
need to get their act in order and they need to act quickly and get it sorted within that season. To leave it to the end is ridiculous. And unfair.
Oscar, you had a transfer ban a few seasons back, if I remember right, didn't it? Was it Leeds who had one? Did you have one?
No, we've not had a transfer ban. We've had actually we had that was under Massimo Cellino. We were mid-table championship then, boys. We weren't.
Did that take long to kick in, Oscar? Because I can't remember with our transfer ban.
Pretty quickly. I mean, because we didn't make any transfers anyway, so it just kicks in straight away, pretty much. And the ones we did make were like basically mates of Cellino anyway. But I do remember this. I mean, this happened last season, if I remember rightly, between us, Burnley, and Everton. I think us and Burnley teamed up to try and get Everton a points deduction like on the Saturday before the last game of the season, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Obviously, nothing came of it. I would be very surprised if anything happens before the end of the season. I just think if anything is going to happen to Everton, it'll be the start of next season. I can't see it being decided this season.
And the other big thing to remember is Everton have gone. We all know, every single person here knows that Everton have broken financial fair play. The £305 million in the red.
Yeah.
There's no hiding that. So there's no point defending it. But what Everton have done is over the last 2 years, they've worked with the Premier League saying, look, we've got these costs of the stadium. We've got all of these additional costs. We need to understand what we can and can't do, which is why Everton only spent £2.7 million the season before. They've only spent what they could do in January because they recouped it from players' sales like, Luka Dean last season with Mikalenko, etc. They've only ever swapped players. So Everton haven't spent any money in the last 2 years in technical terms. We're still making a loss. So we still need to sell players. You will see one of the bigger names at Everton, if not two, leave the club this summer. You will see it will be a Nana.
Regardless if you stay up or down, Mikey. You think?
Yeah. Regardless.
Who are you thinking? Who are you thinking? I'm struggling to name some players.
It'll be a Nana. It'll be a Nana.
Maybe.
Yeah, it'll be a Nana.
What did you buy a Nana for, Mike?
38 million.
Because we were in for him as well. Yeah.
Which, if you remember, was Charlatan who funded Dwight McNeil and Onana.
Yeah.
That was the two signings.
I think McNeil's your best player, mate. He's been quality.
He is. Say that again.
How on earth did you get 60 for Richarlison? Now that is some deal. That
they got 40 for Gordon.
That's some deal. I mean, I feel good about getting 40.
Spurs, and Spurs are fucking mental.
45 for Gordon, we knew.
45 for Gordon. It's like he's not worth that.
No. So it's kind of what I think with Everton. I think it's going to be an horrendous summer. I don't blame clubs for being a little bit aggrieved if Everton don't get some form of punishment. The only thing I would say is a little bit of a devil's advocate is Manchester City have been found to have breached financial fair play or different things over 100 times.
It doesn't matter because they've got loads of money.
Yeah. Well,
so you understand how the football world works.
That's the good point. He's on a good point here. Go on, mate.
Of course. So Everton have gone to the commission over one thing, something we don't know because none of us know the actual reason that it's gone, but we are there for one reason. So if you're going to do Everton, you have to do Man City, and there has to be a weighted charge to both teams, which is why if you're going to give Everton a points deduction, what the hell do you do to Man City? Relegate them.
Yeah.
Relegate him. Now Chappie's got erect, not smiling. Seriously.
Oh my God, this table's lifting.
Take us both down. Take us both down. Take Man City and Everton down.
The thing is, though...
Wait, Mike, can you survive?
I will survive.
No, the other Mike.
No, sorry, Mike, it wouldn't happen.
Thing is, though,
but I do think
it takes a lot longer in real terms to bring 100 charges to court than it does one. That's
Yeah, well, that's actually because I'm hearing a podcast about this. Man City have just hired about 100 lawyers, and they're just stalling
Man
it.
City will
All
string it out for
Man City will
years.
this out for half a decade, if
Yeah,
not
but
longer, because there's so many charges. There's so much
Everton will be
legal
doing the same
Oh,
thing.
look who's here. Look who's here.
Oh, his internet finally.
Spin your phone round, man. You're giving the OCD,
I don't know
Jace.
how to do it. I don't know how to do it.
Hey,
I don't know
Baba,
how to
just
do
turned
it.
up.
I don't
I
know
don't know how to turn my phone sideways. It's brilliant.
It doesn't work. Look, I'm turning it sideways. Look, it just does that.
You've got the
You have
lock
to
on.
get it
You've
off
got the lock.
portrait mode, you
the lock
dingbat.
on.
Yeah, man.
How do I get the lock off?
It's a little...
Anyway,
You
while
go
he's
into your
sort-
setting. You go into your setting.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Wait, you
while
know
he's
how to
sorting
make
that
a
out-
music video and you
Hey,
Hey.
come on, Jace. We're proud
Actually,
of
turn
you,
the
mate.
camera off, mate. It was better while it was off.
Oh. Sorry,
How are you,
technical
Jace?
issues. Sorry, everyone. How are we all? Are you all good?
What are you saying, Jace? What are you saying?
I want to tell you all something, though, right?
Oh, fuck.
Here we go.
I'm telling you now, right? Goodbye to Leicester, Leeds, right? Goodbye. Get out of here.
I
You're
love
gone.
Jace.
You're done.
Like it.
Right?
Like
Sing
it.
to me, Jace.
You're done. Everton, you're lucky. Oh, God, I'm switched off here. Hold on. Everton, right? Mike, you're lucky. You are lucky. You are. You're gonna beat the drop. Congratulations. But
Thanks,
I'm
mate.
telling you now, right? Next year, whenever we are back, I'm coming back on this show. And I
Unlike
will
your hairline.
be waiting every day at how great we will be when we win the cup, when we become one of the greatest teams in the world. Right? I will be here
Oh, Christ.
watching all of you go down. Every single one of yous. I'm going to tick you all off my boxes. All right? I'm sick of you lot. I'm sick of you lot. This is going to be my show. I'm taking over this show. It will be mine.
Go back to making your music.
We're getting off this channel. We're going places. Remember that.
You are.
I'm here to stay. And I tell you what, right? We've survived. I'm here every week. I'm going to be here every week now. Till the end of this Beat the Drop. How many weeks we got left? 2 weeks. I'm
2
being
weeks.
here. I'm going to Leeds next. You're done.
Talk to us about that, Jace. Are you going to pussyfoot around? Are you gonna put out a team?
We're going to put a team. You know what? The one team I want to go down is Leeds as well. I can't stand them.
Why is that then, mate?
You are going down with us. We will put you down. We would take. You think the league?
Go on, Jace. Go on.
And I mean it. And then the last one, the last game of the season. Oh. Watching Leicester go down will be the icing on the cake. The
Why?
icing on the cake.
Why?
It will be.
What have we done to you?
Yeah, you. It should have been us winning that Premier League. It should have been us. I'm telling you now, I'm going to be here every week, watching every single one of you lose. Forest, Everton, you're lucky. The other teams are crap. You are.
You calling
both-
us safe, Jace?
Especially Everton.
James, how many points above us are you? How many points above Forest
I've
are you?
got a bit of soft spot for Forest, all right? I've got a bit of soft spot for Forest. But
Fair enough, mate.
You're lucky. You lot are lucky. And I can't wait next season. I seriously cannot wait next season. I can't wait next season. I swear to God, I cannot wait for next season to get each and one of you and take you all down. I mean it. I'm taking you all
What
down.
about poor Mike, Jace? You haven't said nothing about poor Southampton,
Sorry,
Mike.
You're done, mate. Get out of here.
Thanks, man.
I love you,
You
Mike.
enjoy
I
your
know
Papa
what,
John's
I
European
did
Cup.
that. I'm so sorry. I saw a clip of those videos. What they did to you is disgusting. That was disgusting. They shouldn't
Thanks,
do that to
Jace.
you.
Have you got a number I
They
can
should not
call?
do that to
Appreciate
you.
that. Thanks, man.
I feel bad for that, right? I love the man. I love him. He's a great man. Right? Good luck to you. You know what? Beat Leicester in the Championship. Get that title. Championship title. They think they're all it, Leicester. They think they're all everything. They're nothing anymore. You're done. You're not surviving. You're gone.
Leicester going down twice. All right, Jace. Now you've had your soapbox moment, yeah.
It's like Dr. Evil, isn't he?
Well, there's been a few messages in the chat saying you guys have made it big now. You got Marinakis on the show. We love you, Greek father.
Listen,
Jace.
I'm bringing the cup. We're going to do a special when we win this. When I win this cup, we're going to beat the drop special, and I want every single one of you to clap and praise me for
Forget
winning
the cup.
the Europa Conference Cup. The
Jace, shut up a sec. Jace,
the third best cup in Europe.
Jace, for you and
promise you,
Lawrence's sake, you better fucking win it.
Jace, I promise you, right? Apart from Oscar, who we're going to ask him. Jace, shut up!
I'm going to lick that cup in front of your face. Right? And I want you to sit there with your Pinot Noir wine.
Oh my God.
And I want you to sip and watch me. And watch me enjoy it.
I shall congratulate you, mate. I shall congratulate you. There's no.
Jace.
We're winning.
You can remove him if you want, by the way, guys.
I was going to say, you can mute him.
There. Thank God. Thank God. That's from the heavens. That's from the heavens. His internet's crashed.
I was going to say to him, I hope they do win it, but I've changed my fucking mind.
You changed your mind.
You all want us to win it because you all feel that you're part of this. You all feel that you're part of us because you think we're just around the same, just because we're around you lot. Right? You want to be close to it. Because I tell you what, you will.
All right, shut up, Jace. I'm muting you. All right, Jace. Jace. Oh, what up?
Rich, how many points?
You keep going.
Oh my God.
Right, Jace. He's still
Rich, how many points to West Ham are you?
Jace, more importantly, forget your Eurovision Cup, right? Forget that. Right. Your cup is to do with the gentleman sitting next to you. I've unmuted you. You're fine. We can hear you again. Don't worry.
No. Sorry, I'm just trying to turn. My phone keeps blanking out. Sorry.
All right. Just shut up and listen for a sec, right? Look at the gentleman sitting alongside you. His name's Oscar, right? Focus on him and understand that is your cup final. I am sure Mike, I am sure Chappie, I'm sure everyone will agree with us apart from Oscar. Are you going to put a strong team out against Leeds? That's what we want. I think Oscar wants to know that as well. What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah,
we will. We'll put a strong team out. Once we get over the hurdle, the beautiful hurdle of the final, it's back to business. And I tell you, I can't wait to not see those patio windows in Oscar's camera, all right? Can't wait. Not see it anymore.
Jesus Christ.
It's coming up for conservatory now.
You're gone.
Brutal.
There's one team I want to beat as well. Big Sam there as well. What he did to us. How he treated us.
That's your question.
Go
on, Oscar.
Go on, Oscar.
Why do you hate Big Sam?
What?
Why do you hate Big Sam?
Here we go.
The way he treated us.
God.
The way he didn't care about the club when he was leaving. We gave him everything. And he just treated us like that. Luke, it was the last game of the season. He couldn't care. He couldn't wait to get on the plane to Spain or where he goes. All right, makes me sick, Big Sam. Can't stand him.
Can I ask you a question, or can I get a word in? Or? When is the conference final date, mate? I'm just asking.
June
the 6th.
Right.
June 6th.
3 different dates there. We're well informed.
So they have to play a decent team against Leeds to make sure their players are still playing. You can't just leave them for that. It's such a long gap.
Why are you all assuming they're in the final? I don't get it.
Well, they are in the final.
Come on.
Legs away, though.
This Alkmaar side are very decent. Like this Alkmaar side are very, very, very decent. They won. I think they scored 5 goals a weekend. They're above Ajax. They're a very good side. West Ham are definitely not already through. I'm just spitting facts, Jace. You know, you've got that cat on your jumper. Why don't you run off and get the milk, son? So what I'm telling you is, I genuinely think West Ham will lose to Alkmaar, and Jace will be fucking silent.
I can't wait.
Then you better come on here. You better come on here if you lose,
You come on here, Jace. You
listen.
Fucking do
I told you, I'm here every week. I'm going to come on this show even when the show's finished. I'm just going to sit here and just be here. All right.
Do you know what?
I'm coming.
Do Do you know what? I half want to get relegated just so Leeds and Leicester beat you, Jace. Like, fucking send Everton down just to see your face.
Come on.
Strap me in.
Do you really think?
I'll canoe into the Championship.
You're so lucky. You are so lucky. Leicester and Leeds are poor. That because you're surviving. This.
Whoa, Jace. Let's not. If you want to talk about luck, should we talk about De Gea? Should we talk about De Gea and the gift he gave you? You'd have been on 34 points and still in this scrap if Man U didn't gift you that, mate.
Oh, hold on a sec. But everything that was going on in that game, we should have had about 4 goals in that game. We should have had that Man United game.
What's the goal you had? Forget all the ones you could have, should have, or whatever.
You want to forget about that, don't you? Hey, all the travesty that we've been against on us, all the pain, right? VAR is against us. Everyone's against us. You're all against us.
Mike's against you now as well.
Honestly.
Mate, I want sick, all of you.
Yeah.
You make me sick.
I want you to.
And you know what? Now. I'm happy. I'm here.
Come on, Leeds.
You're watching this.
Come on, Leeds. Fucking Leeds. Go on, Leeds. Up the fucking Leeds.
Up the Leeds.
Fuck it. Send me fucking down.
Who have you got, Mike? Mike, who have you got? Who's what games you got left? Everton.
Wolves and Bournemouth.
Oh.
There's no
You're
all
away,
about
aren't you,
it.
Mike?
Yeah, we're way up. Well, there's no all about it. We stay up, and I swear to God, I pray that we twat you all over.
I tell you,
Goodison Park next
I'm
season.
serious, right? I can't wait next season. I really hope you get deducted points. I'm begging you to get deducted points for your financial fair play, right? I'm literally going to write a letter in. And I will post
you have
it
to
on
send
here.
it. You
Send
fans
it to the
have to
financial
send a letter from the first seat in the stadium to the pitch. It is so far away. Literally, you need binoculars to watch a game of football at your place. Literally, you could live the Conference Cup and you'll be closer to it in the final than you are on the first row to your fucking pitch.
What's your stadium? What's going on with your stadium? Your little one on the beach.
It's sensational. It's sensational. It's going to be 62,000 fantastic Evertonians watching Everton, possibly in the Championship, but we're still watching Everton.
Please, he's done. You know what? Your time is ticking. You keep getting out of it
It's fine. It's fine because while we've been in the top flight of English football for 72 years, you've been relegated 7 times. Don't worry about it. Sounds.
Every time we come back, we always do better than you lot, don't we? Hey? Always do. Look at you. You're nobody. You're nowhere. You've spent all this money.
How many league titles was it again, Mike?
We've not 9 league titles, Everton.
Jace, just remind me. Jace, can you remind me how many league titles you've won? How many
Listen, old timer, right?
No, I'm just asking a question. I need to get nasty.
Let's bring him back. Let's see how he does in real time, real football, and this old shit football, old time crap football, right? Bring him back.
Doesn't your FA Cup win in 1980 against Arsenal count then? Doesn't it count?
That was a great. Listen, our managers were the forefront of new football, West Ham way football, right? And it's old crap.
You know what, Jace? You know what, Jace? Listen, right. I'm in the middle of this screen for a reason. We're the most successful team in the last 10 years, so button it, all right? End of discussion.
Who are you?
Well done, chap.
We might be at the bottom right now, right? We might be at the bottom, but we are far more of an established side than you.
I agree. You've got more say than these Forest people have.
Excuse me?
You have more
European
say.
Cups.
You've won something. What the hell have they won, Forest?
Oh my God!
All right,
league title, 2 European Cups, 2 FA Cups, 4 league
ground or something. I don't know. Who cares?
He's got his hands on the Walt Disney Trophy, and he thinks he's fucking.
I'll tell you this about you, Forest, as well. Second season syndrome. Remember that. Second season syndrome, right? Everything will get harder. It will get harder next season for you lot, and I'll be there watching it. Me and Mike. All of us will be watching. We'll be there again, watching you all suffer.
Tell you what, Jace. tell you what, Jace, right, mate?
And
Seriously,
I'll be the presenter.
Jace, a sec. My God, let in.
Tell you what, Jace, seriously, if we stay up, and it's an if we stay up, I'll have £100 bet with you next season that we finish above you.
Oh no, you shouldn't have done that.
I'll take that. I'll take that £100 bet.
Right, that's on record, right? That's on record.
Put it, write it down. Write it down.
Write it down.
I can't wait.
I love the
telling
fact
you my
that me and Rich,
already.
the reaction.
I will be.
I bet you a tenner he won't wear. I bet you a tenner he won't wear a fucking Conference League champions badge on his fucking shirt.
Oh, I tell you what, I'm gonna stick it on my face. That conference.
Jace is the sort of fan that has a half and half scarf at these European finals, isn't
it? Have you noticed all the teams? All the teams are around. Shut up, Jay. Shut up, Jay. Have you noticed all the teams are around 7th and 8th? Are all praying they don't get into the conference.
One at a time. Go on, Ant.
Have you noticed that all the teams that are like fighting for that 6th, 7th, 8th position are all praying, well, we'd rather drop out than get in the conference? None of them want it.
It's true. It's true. What are you saying to Rich, Jace?
I just want to say, Rich, don't think I've forgotten about you, right?
Rich's
little bubble machine out. Get your little ping pong table, Crystal Palace, whatever it was that you showed earlier on. That crap, right? Don't think I've forgotten about you. I'm just waiting next season. Well done. Uncle Roy's back. Uncle Roy's another season. Yeah. Good luck to you, Rich. Good luck to you.
All right, we got Rich. Let Rich respond, then we got to move into the fixtures. Rich, I think his reaction says
I've got to drop, lads. I'm sorry, but I've got to drop.
Lee, just before you go, then quickly, Newcastle, Lee, yes or no? Score prediction.
No.
No. All right.
No.
All right, Lee. We'll catch you in a bit, bud.
Just no. I think by the weekend we'll be relegated, and I'll be joining Mike with his with a probably an edited montage from someone. I can imagine.
I've already got it ready, mate.
Oh no! Oh God! I'm going to be sick next Tuesday. All right.
All right, Chappie. Catch you later, bud. Rich, did you want to jump back in at Jace? God forbid.
Nah.
In a nutshell. All right, let's.
He's scared again. Scared,
mate.
I'm scared.
He's looking down at you.
He's nervous. He's nervous.
No, Jace. The thing is, if you